So guys, what is going down, and welcome to a different vid today. I've got a few vids which I'm working on right now, and because of those other vids, you're getting this vid. Basically what this vid is going to be, I've pulled up my old MacBook Pro. This is like I've had it since like 2007 or some shit. And I found it in the drawer the other day because I was trying to make these other vids which I'm doing here on my channel. And I opened it, and the amount of cringe that is on this thing, it's just next level ridiculous. So I figured, you guys would want to see this shit. When I saw it, I just was like, I was in shock, honestly, some of the shit I've seen on here. Without further ado, let's get into this cringe fest. Alright guys, so here we have it, the laptop. This, like, look at this. I don't know if you can see because the lighting's probably bouncing off it. This is yellow, like, it's gone yellow. How does the laptop go yellow? That's how old it is. I'm already confronted with something on the desktop. I'm gonna just, oh god, I know exactly what it is. There's the phone conversation that I had with the owner of the IFBB in New Zealand, Mo Al-Masawi. I have a phone call with him where he tells me he's gonna cut out my tongue, and he threatens to cut out my tongue. I'm not joking you. I'll play it for you right now. I don't think I ever shared this. No, you know what? I gave it to someone and then it got leaked online, and I saw it on like New Zealand bodybuilding forums. Oh, here it is, here it is, here it is. You'll cut my tongue. Okay, that sounds pretty tough guy, mate. Personally cut my tongue. I will personally cut your tongue. Mo Al-Masawi, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure if Mo Al-Masawi still owns the IFB. I don't know what's going on there, but I'm just glad I got out of that scene. He's gonna cut my tongue, guys. Basically what happened here, a lot of people were saying, dude, just stand up to him, because no one ever stands up to him. Everyone sucks his nuts, basically. And like, I'm not fully the type of guy that like is like this, but you can see I was pretty, I just went for it in this situation. I was like, this guy is not right. This is fucked up. I heard some really bad stories, man, from pretty close sources of shit he was doing, and I was just like, this is not on. And it actually pissed me off to the point where I did a video about him just basically exposing his bullshit, and then we had that phone conversation where he told me he would cut out my tongue. Anyway, what else do we have here? I'll just get some stuff up which is on the desktop. This is my first ever Zyzz video shoot. So this was when I would have been 21? Maybe 21 years old, so maybe like 7 years ago. As you can see, I look very young and great physique. This is before even one piece of gear was ever touched in my life. This was before I even tried clean for 4 weeks that time. This is literally before anything, not an ounce of substance in my body, not even like nothing, like literally nothing. And as you can see, I look pretty damn good, so take notes, people. As you can see, serious style there for, mate, 2012, whenever this was. That's some serious style. Those pocket stringers, guys, they put me on the map back in 2013. You know, it was the end of 2012 that I had the idea for Zyzz, and I started getting production underway. And I think it was like start of 2013 I launched. This was literally right around the same time as Gymshark and everything. And I know people always like hear me say that, and they're like, you know, you're not successful compared to Gymshark. I know, like I 100% know, but I'm just giving a bit of context here. This was a time where Zyzz, Gymshark, Live Fit, literally no clothing brands on the scene. Like no big clothing brands. It was a very different time back then. But anyway, it's just me, some old training footage that was on the desktop. I'm gonna go into the actual the folder which I found all this cringe in the other day. Oh god, I'm pretty sure it's videos 2012. Oh, here, this is where it begins. Let's get into this. No. No. I know what this one is. I watched it the other day. I'm just gonna play it. Gandhi on the wall.
What's up, everybody? Right, so we're about 2 days out from the show now.
2 days out from the show now? Pretty amped for a day.
Should be good, get it over and done with.
Get them a nod, man.
Yeah, so it's been a pretty tough week. I don't know, coming into the competition, you know, just the mind games. You look in the mirror, you think, you know, you're not like in the best shape you could be in and all this kind of crap.
And all this kind of crap. I can't deal. I can't watch myself back then, guys.
No,
I seriously can't. I just can't.
I don't know. Personally, I think I probably could be in better shape for this comp, but it's kind of too late now, 2 days out, to really do anything about that.
Personally, could be in better shape for the comp. Guys, this was my first ever comp. This is my first ever shred, and this is the best I'd ever looked, the leanest I'd ever been. I'm like, I could look leaner. Dude, you're like 21 years old. This is your first ever shred. Like, come on, man. I'm doing what they call carving up, which is you kind of every 2 to 3 hours. I'm just kind of having chicken and kumara. Chicken and kumara, mate.
The carbs there.
So basically, yeah, guys, this is my first ever bodybuilding comp that I ever did. I did men's novice tall athletic category. So this was with the NABA Federation in New Zealand. Natural Federation, I'm pretty sure. Is that what NABA stands for? Obviously, here, look, I'm just going to go through some footage to where I take my shirt off. So this is my first ever shred. Looking back, it's funny, it exposes a lot of weaknesses in my physique, but to be fair, like, I got relatively lean. Like, I'm pretty impressed with how lean I got for my first shred. You always, every different prep you ever do, you encounter different things, and obviously I got way leaner in shows that led after this, but still, I'm pretty impressed, like, with the conditioning for the first ever shred from where I came from, and I'm pretty sure it was about 12 weeks. No, it was like 10 weeks or something on my prep, and I'll put on screen as well where I started for this prep, and you can see compared to where I'm at now. As you can see as well, like, I don't have any tattoos. I've got like 2 tattoos, which you can't really see, so let's play this. I can definitely
tell that carving up has worked, and dropping the sodium in my water, I kind of feel it.
As you see there where I tense my chest, you can see my chest was, like, all my other body parts are not too bad, like my arms, shoulders, midsection, traps even, like, pretty decent, but my chest has always been a lagging body part. So over the years I've well brought my chest up, so it's kind of cool to see the differences here.
Yeah, I feel like maybe my abs and stuff are getting a bit fuller.
Yeah, literally my chest is like,
I don't know, mate, you tell me.
Non-existent. I don't know, mate, you tell me.
Yeah, so basically, do some of the main shots. When you jump up on stage, there's like compulsory quarter turns and poses that you have to do.
That's one thing I noticed. I'd always say, like, I couldn't just finish a sentence and just be cool with the ending. I always had to say, that you have to do afterwards, like, to like stop any awkwardness, but it actually makes me seem more awkward on camera.
You go like this, suck everything in, try to look big, look straight ahead.
Try to look big.
Quarter turn to your...
Wow, just like the back of my arms and my back, like, man, my physique was so thin back then. Oh, it's crazy, bro. What? Everything, the mass on me, yeah, it's just not like there like it is now.
Pretty sure first compulsory pose is front double bicep. Not gonna lie, it's probably a specialty of mine.
A specialty of mine?
Front double bicep up.
Let's see it. Let's see the specialty of yours, Freeze.
Basically the trick.
The trick.
So, I'm gonna kind of look at my arms on stage. Everyone else will probably already be in there.
They'll be in it, but I'll be looking at my arms.
Pump it up a little bit.
Just pumping up a little bit.
Getting the people amped. I'm trying to.
Getting the people amped.
Yeah,
just hit the fucking pose. That's a specialty, ladies and gentlemen.
Bring out the lats a bit. Pull back the shoulders maybe.
How are we now? Pull back the shoulders. You never want to pull back the shoulders in that pose. Bad advice. Anyway, so I'm going to mute that. Guys, this is my first ever comp. Posing, like, everything with my body was just not there so much. My muscle connection. Doing the lat pose you can see on screen. I wasn't even having my hands in front of my waist to give that smaller appearance. But just a young kid here, guys, who was excited for his first ever shred for a bodybuilding comp. Best thing I ever did, actually. It really made me learn my body and see what I could put it through. It got me lean for the first time ever, which before this, I had thought in my head mentally, hey, I'm not actually holding that much body fat, like, I'm all good, my physique's pretty good. Then I got lean and I looked back and I was like, oh my god, I was out of shape. Because basically I was dirty bulking all the time to just such a point where I was just carrying so much fat which I didn't need to carry, and, you know, doing this, it really made me realize and give me a new perspective on everything I was doing, and just even living a lifestyle of being healthier. I was doing a lot of cardio, obviously, for the shred, and I was way fitter, and I just felt better being leaner. And that's one thing that you'll learn if you're watching this. If you get lean, you know, you don't want to go back. When you go back, you notice it and you're like, fuck, I need to get lean again. Not just to look a certain way, but just to feel a certain way.
It'd be interesting, and if I place top 5 in that, then I get to go to nationals. So.
Get to go to nationals.
Yeah.
What did I just do with my mouth? Yeah, we need to really dive into the cringe here.
You wanna build some muscle?
No, what am I doing?
You do. You wanna build some serious ass muscle.
What am I doing?
You want that muscle, don't you? You wanna build that muscle. Oh, you do. Oh, you do. You wanna build that muscle, man.
This is the worst Hodgins impersonation I've ever seen in my life.
You wanna build that muscle, man? Ew, get the fuck out of the way. What's up, everybody?
No, I can't deal, guys. I cannot deal with this. I just can't.
Hey, man, you watching this shit on ESPN last night.
That's pretty good, actually.
CBS some shit. I'm fucking sugar. Fucking sugar, man. This shit's bad for you.
Okay, I just can't deal anymore. Guys, I feel uncomfortable watching that. And this is just the beginning.
Sup, Buzz? It's a lovely day outside today.
I just gotta say, this is a piss take, guys. That's not actually how I was. I'd own up to it if I was. This is a piss take of this guy called Nicholas the Roman. And he was, I don't know what he's doing now. He was some kind of like wannabe Zyzz guy that popped up at some stage within the year after Zyzz's death. And he literally did a video like as I'm doing it with the piss take, but he was being serious. So he's probably grown up a bit now, who knows. I'd like to meet that guy actually, but I just remember everyone just couldn't believe when he uploaded it. It was just the funniest shit ever. So I'm gonna play this. Mouth is zipped, and this is at the start of my video.
Sup, Buzz? It's a lovely day outside today.
This is literally his
Just in my
vid.
backyard. I've been training for about 3 months now. I'm already bigger, stronger, juicier.
Yeah. Now let's face it, I know I'm not that ripped at the moment, but I've been home for the last 2 weeks with mum's home cooked meals every night. Translation, carb overload. That's basically why I'm out of shape, guys. I'm pretty sure I uploaded this on YouTube. I don't know why it ever got deleted. Probably because I deleted it. I was probably embarrassed of it. We're gonna get into this. Let's go.
You may have a small pet lying around the home. This may be in the form of either a cat or a dog.
Cat or a dog?
Whatever else you may have.
For me, I've got a little dog.
I've got a little dog. Now, bicep curling your pet is a great way to stay in shape when you don't have access to the gym.
Okay.
One of the best exercises you can probably do when you're not in your gym is just the basic chin-up. All it requires is just to do that.
I thought I was real cool back here, guys.
Basic chin-ups.
I thought I was like real funny and shit as well. Good cunt though. Solid guy though, solid friend, solid guy. I'm just looking at the very poor mind-muscle connection on that set. The form was very bad.
Okay, so I'm actually fortunate enough to live on a farm.
This is the infamous chicken scene.
Now chickens are a great source of protein, especially the eggs that they lay. Good source of casein protein, which is a slow releasing protein.
Some pretty good information in here. Casein protein in the eggs, that's true. Scales them. Spills like half of it. All the chickens flock to eat what I've spilled. This is pretty dry now, but maybe at the time it was funny. People used to message me and they'd say this is pretty funny.
Shoulder
This
raises.
bit.
Out to the sides. Good core workout as well.
Good core workout as well.
Love it too.
I don't know, I'm not even lolling at this, so I'm just so far past it. I'm just, yeah.
A really good exercise you can do is farmer's walks.
This is good. Farmer's walks with the carries, sorry, with the big buckets, trap shrugs,
Spill water on yourself.
try not to spill water on yourself. This is some revolutionary content back then, guys. You know, we got the pets, the bicep curls, the buckets. The buckets are a bit heavier, so you want to go with the bucket.
So when you're finished with your buckets, find some nice plants, give them the water.
This fucking guy, right?
Okay, it's now time for shoulder press. can use just about anything. Personally, I use a bike.
Shoulder press. I use a bike,
Shoot, I
guys.
had the wheel.
Very practical. You know, if you know,
Nah.
if you don't have access to a gym, if you got a bike, you're gonna be sweet. Behind the head. What even is that? It's like the worst, dangerous looking rip I've ever seen.
Behind your head.
Behind
Whichever
you.
you prefer.
Whichever you prefer. Oh shit. Freezma's yo-yo trick. I remember I said if I get like 200 likes on Facebook, I'll do a yo-yo trick. And I actually did it and got the likes. And I did this sick rock the cradle, bro. Fuck. Oh, with the Zyzz pose too. Fuck. Couldn't land it though. Back then, guys, Zyzz was like my biggest inspiration ever. And he still was revolutionary in the way he paved the way for stuff. Seriously, he was. Say what you want, hate him or love him. You can't deny he was revolutionary. At the time, he had a big influence on me. I really liked how he didn't care about what people thought. And that's what I think is the great thing about these vids. I was actually putting these out on the internet at a time where my friends were hating on me, yet I still continued to just put stuff out. And it was that classic, like, loved by strangers and then hated by your friends. But not your true friends, but just those friends that you thought were your friends. And they're not your real friends. My real friends, they were cool through this. They stuck with me. I know a lot of my other kind of fake friends or less good friends would talk to my real friends and say, bro, what the fuck is this guy doing? Like, you seriously can't think he's all good and stuff. And like, I think my true friends really just like stuck up for me and was like, they kind of got it because they knew me personally and they knew what I was trying to achieve, and they saw where I was coming from in terms of the like not caring what people think and stuff. And you know, from learning from like Zyzz, I know you can look at him and just take all what you'd think maybe. I know he's got a lot of people who just think he's this cringe guy. A lot of other people think he's a fucking god, like superhero kind of thing. I look at him as a good soul, a good person that just wanted to have fun and, you know, really stuck himself out there and did what most people are too afraid to do, which is put yourself out there for the world to see in situations of doing things which people would frown upon. You know, I just remember watching one vid of his where he was walking down the street in his undies, and I'm just like, bro, who would do this? Like with guys on the bridge and shit. But basically that's kind of what was cool about Zyzz. He just did shit and didn't give a fuck about it. So I'm glad that he had an effect on me like that, because I really struggled when I was younger with what people thought about me. I really never had confidence outside my close group of friends from boarding school who, you know, you live with people that close, you really get to know them well. But I always struggled socializing with new people and trying to, I don't know, I just felt like I could never be myself, or I just felt so conscious of myself whenever I tried to say like a joke or be funny around people that weren't my close friends, but who I wanted to be friends with, maybe like more popular people and stuff. I just felt like I could never, I just remember I felt very reserved around people that weren't my close friends. And that, you know, had a pretty negative effect on my whole life. And that's kind of something that doing vids like this and stuff, as much as it drew out a lot of hate, it made me grow up and realize, you know, and learn lessons pretty quickly about people and reward systems intrinsically, extrinsically, all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I'm glad I did these cringy vids looking back, even though people would have been, people were judging me like crazy. I remember I'd go to parties and like, as soon as I walked in with my friends, like the room would get quiet because basically everyone had been talking about me and saying like, what the fuck is this idiot doing, putting vids up? He's such a gay cunt and like all this kind of shit. And I know it's kind of like pretty ruthless and savage, and it really, it did affect me at the time, but I just tried to keep that mentality of just moving forward and doing it and still not caring, which got really hard, but I kind of pushed through that and everything was all good. And then I started to see, you know, huge success from it in terms of being able to build a living from it, which no one in New Zealand had done at the time, really. It's pretty impressive when I actually built a business around everything I was doing. I had the eyeballs on me, even though some of these vids are pretty dry or whatever. I had the eyeballs on me to, you know, have a customer base when I started selling bodybuilding singlets, when I started selling gym tees, and stuff really took off for me. And in later years, it meant that these people who were very judgmental of me ended up, you know, I'd see them at a party the next 2 years or whatever, and they'll come up to me and say, hey man, I'm sorry, like, for judging you and stuff. Like, it's cool to see how successful you are now and stuff like this. And you know, that was that was a crazy feeling, man. That was a real, like, holy shit. So shout out to any of those guys who did that. I know there was still a lot more of these guys who would take the piss out of me, who they just still hated and continued to hate. And when I actually started to see success from it, all of a sudden it was bullshit that I was actually seeing success from it. And I know there's people still out there to this day who are probably holding those same beliefs, and it's crazy because it's so important to just let go of shit as you grow up. If ever you're judging someone or you're hating on someone for their success, and I can see how people would have this different perspective, because I was putting out content that was like weird, different, like what I was doing was so weird. And I'm not gonna say, oh man, these guys were dicks. Like, well, a lot of them were dicks, but I can see that, especially in New Zealand culture, at this time, I don't know if it's gotten much better now, but maybe it has, hopefully it has. But I could see why I was so judged. And New Zealand's very bad for this tall poppy syndrome when someone's kind of shooting up to kind of want to cut them down. So shout out to all the real ones who kept supporting me through all this stuff. There's some deep chats. Anyway, let's get back into the cringy videos. We're gonna move on now. My hammer curls. I thought I was a beast, guys, back in. I've got a video dedicated to my hammer curls here. 25 kg dumbbells. Fuck! There's no momentum being used here whatsoever. This is strict, concentrated curls. I thought I was a fucking beast here, guys. I remember looking at this footage when I filmed it and I was like, holy shit, is that my physique? I'm actually jacked. It's so funny, man. Looking back, I'm like, I don't look bad, you know what I mean? But I'm not like I remember at the time I was like, holy shit, I'm like world-class physique. Like, I was really in my head, I seriously thought I made it to like where I wanted my physique, you know? Some cheeky bench clips, he says. Just some cheeky bench clips in the vid. Fuck, bro, is that 90 kgs for one? You're a beast. Oh no, the meanest drop for the 27.5s. Fuck, I need to play the music. Fuck, I mean, that's a pretty serious weight to be shifting around. But I'm like flicking it and then not even contracting really. So fucking Skrillex tunes though. Fuck. This is to failure, guys. Look at these last few reps. Fuck, that's how you do it. Don't drop your weights, put them down like a good cunt. I had some good advice to make this world a better place back then. Alright, I'm gonna try find one more cringe video here. Freezma 2013. Here we go. Here's some 2013. Look how I used to talk to the camera. Literally, guys, I hit this point when I started getting in shape and stuff, and I was like, I don't even recognize who I was, man.
Sup, everybody?
I used to say, sup, everybody.
So I'll give y'all a little sneak peek at the abs.
Like, what was that? That's pretty cringe. Just I'll give you a sneak peek at the abs, dude. Just say, here's how, like, hey, I'm even been a hater on myself, like, but I can see why people were hating on me. Fuck, I was shredded though. Here we go, another one.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Freezma. We're 2 weeks, 2 days out from competition, and just in the bathroom here.
Just in the bathroom.
And I'm feeling shredded. Can't wait to see how I'm going to be looking in 2 weeks. It's been tough, and it's going to keep being tough, but nothing in life is worth ever having comes easy.
Oh, got that sick Miley Cyrus beat drop, yo. Anyway, I'm sure there's a lot more stuff in here, but I'm gonna end the vid with that. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you thumbs it up if you did. I know a lot of you guys who follow me here are, you know, relatively new, I guess, within the last 4 years or something. I've been doing this for like 7 years, man. I've been putting my stuff online, so it's probably been very eye-opening for some of you guys as well. So hopefully you can see, I don't know, a bit of progression or something like that to maybe inspire you or make you feel a bit better if you have been hated on, or if you're trying to become a better person than what you feel like you currently are or have been. So I feel very inspired after, like, this is supposed to be a massive lol video and just reacting to all my cringe stuff, and then it ended up being like, good on this kid, man, just like getting hated on and like putting out his stuff, and he's built the foundation for the life that I live now, which is a pretty, you know, a good life. I'm pretty happy with where I'm at, and nowhere near, like, it's not like I'm happy in terms of comfortable where I'm at, but I'm happy because I'm in a place doing what I love. Every single day I've got, you know, a couple of cats which I love. wonderful girlfriends, nice, beautiful apartment. I'm not saying that's super important. Dude, I don't even have a car. I share my girlfriend's car. Like, I'm not like some crazy successful guy with like millions of dollars in the bank, you know. I'm just this guy that 7 years after all this kind of stuff started online, I'm still here kicking it, doing it, and still learning lessons along the way. So hope you guys enjoyed the vid. Let me know if you did. Comment below. What was the best thing you took from this vid? Was it one of the cringe funny things, or was it some deep revelations? Comment below. I'm keen to hear what you have to say. I'll see you guys in the next vid. It's a good one. I've been working on some pretty damn good videos. That's why I've been going through my old footage here. So keep an eye out on the channel. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're liking. Make sure your notifications are on. You don't need to make sure your notifications are on. Just make sure you thumbs up the vid. And the YouTube algorithm should show you more of my vids if you like them. So I'm going to leave one video here and one video here. Feel free to click any of these that look interesting to you. And make sure you click every single ad as well that comes up. My channel's been generating a little bit more revenue this last month. So go watch all my old vids.